stay here, Jackie.
Would you just wait a second?
You're not coming with me.
You're right, because you're gonna come inside and we're gonna talk this over, okay?
No. Stay out of this, Jackie.
Luke, what will killing David Gray accomplish?
Not much. Something maybe I'll feel a little better.
Would you just wait a second, please, and come inside?
You go inside! You go inside and talk to Robert. Because you and Robert talk real good, baby. But I don't, you understand? I'm going very calmly now to David Gray, and I'm going to put my fingers around his throat, and I'm not going to stop squeezing until he spits out his last miserable breath.
Luke, you're making a stupid mistake.
Right.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Rose, if anyone has, the clinic is closed today.
Closed?
Yes.
The last time you guys closed the clinic was when O'Reilly... Does this have something to do with the sailor and that necklace?
The last time I took a walk on the docks with you, Joe Kelly, you got my boots all wet.
Some people don't know how to appreciate a good puddle.
You should see what he did to me. He had to make a big splash in every puddle we came across.
Well, some kids never grow up.
What's wrong with everybody?
Heather, there was an accident at sea. There is a very good possibility that Laura may have drowned.
Trump? What do you mean possibility? What do you mean might have?
Doesn't look good, Joe.
What was she doing at sea?
We don't know, Heather. We're all in a little bit of shock right now.
Does Luke know?
Yes.
Yes.
Where is he?
I don't know. He ran out of the hearing.
He shouldn't be alone right now, not at a time like this.
Maybe he's on the
Well, that was quick. Where's the food?
We've got to go after him.
Go after who?
Luke, he's gonna kill him.
Kill who?
He heard that Laura may have drowned.
The hearing.
Yes, his captain found the necklace at a wreckage where he thinks he may have seen Laura drown.
And so now he's gone after David Gray.
He is gonna kill him, and this time he means it. We've got to go after him, please.
No.
What are you? Are you flipped? He's flipped out. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yes, and if we go after him, it's tantamount to the same thing.
Then what do you suggest we do?
A phone call.
A phone call to whom?
Let's see.
Now when every second counts?
Precisely now and every second counts.
You are crazier than Luke is. We have got to go after him.
Here we go.
Do I have to go alone?
Well, if you really want to, but you'll never catch him.
We cannot let him kill David Gray. It would mean the end of Luke as well.
I know that. That's why I'm making this call. Look, there's only one person that can protect Luke from himself.
And who's that?
Yeah, David Gray, please.
Robert David Gray?
May I ask who's calling?
An old friend.
An old friend?
Oh, yes, you know, old school chums. We used to play rugby together. Thought we might like to, review old times for an alumni scrub, so to speak. Look, is he back in town yet?
I'm sorry, I can't give out any information regarding Mr. Gray's whereabouts.
Isn't that just like David, always protecting his privacy?
If you'd like to leave a message, I'd see that he gets it.
He's there, isn't he?
I said if you'd like to leave a message, I'll see that he gets it.
All right, Hester. I'm going to level with you. I'm not an old school chum, and I doubt that bloke even knows what a rugby ball looks like. But there is a life in danger.
Whose?
His.
Oh, my, he'd probably want to know that, wouldn't he?
Well, I know I would. Now, look, would you please tell me where I can reach him, Hester?
Yes, I'm here, but I'm afraid Mr. Gray really is out of town. However, I'm expecting him back at any moment.
He's coming directly to the antique store, isn't he?
No, he was supposed to stop somewhere first.
Where?
A place he goes often.
I need an address, Hester.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but Mr. Gray was most insistent.
And he'll be dead within the hour if you don't fork over that address.
All right, I know it. 1112 Pine Street.
That's right across from the jewelry store.
Yes, loft number 2.
We know the place, Hester, and understand this. You may have just saved your boss's miserable life.
Well, where are you going?
Well, you see, dear, sweet Hester gave me this address, which, as it turns out, is Mel's loft. Now, Luke will go straight to the antique store, which means that I can head off Gray at the pass.
Well, what if we miss him at the loft?
Well, it won't be by much. Look, Luke will go straight to that antique store. I can still get to Gray.
Well, then I'm coming too.
Hey, listen, this is no walk in the park. If there's any trouble, you're only going to be in the way.
Don't give me that. I've bailed you out 6 times. Now, I think we should call the police.
Absolutely not. I don't want the heat onto my friend.
Luke's my friend, too. But I don't want to be testifying at his murder trial.
All right. Call Ramsey direct. He'll understand. He'll know how to handle this. Now, look, I'm going straight to the loft. You two meet me at the antique store.
All right.
Hey, what about me?
Get out of here.
I'll try Luke on the ship.
I had her with me such a short time, you know. I mean, really a short time out of her whole... And I tried very hard to protect her. Maybe I tried too hard. A lot of people said it was too much. Then something like this happens. I can't protect her. I just feel so helpless. I know. It's like part of me was on that boat. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's okay. It's all right.
Where's Amy? Amy went home. Amy was too,
Hey, don't worry about her. She's a big girl now.
Something like this happens. Nobody's a big girl, Rose.
Did you have any luck, Greg?
First there was a busy signal, and then no answer. Apparently he is not there.
I want to go home.
Let's go ahead.
Please let me know if you need anything.
Yes, thank you, Rose.
See, it was late. We were coming out of this squall. Rough sea. When all of a sudden we just broadsided this little cabin cruiser without running around any running lights. And then I heard a scream. So I ordered spotlights. Well, when we pulled up alongside the wreckage, I could see this blonde hair just floating in the water. By the time that we got up to where we could reach it, it was gone.
That's it?
Yeah, that's the whole of it, except the necklace and the boots.
The necklace was Laura's necklace.
Yeah, and the boots and the coat. Well, the Webbers identified them.
And that was the necklace the sailor brought in here.
The one he tried to pawn at Benny's.
Yeah, well, see, that was my fault.
You gave it to him?
I didn't have any choice.
What do you mean?
Every time I looked at it, I heard that scream. I saw that hair floating in the water. It was just like a little ghost ship, floating around without any running lights. That's a bad omen. I don't want any part of that necklace.
Hi, Cap.
Oh, huh? Well, sailor, you missed your sailing.
I know, but it wasn't my fault, see? I was shanghaied on this yacht overnight. There was these 3 crazies. One knows something about a necklace.
Oh, well, I'll vouch for you if you have any trouble about missing your ship.
Well, do you know what they were after, Cap?
Well, from what I hear, very special person.
Has anybody seen Luke? I went by the ship. It was deserted. Nobody was there.
If you're talking about that haunted starship, they all took off because somebody was about ready to kill somebody.
No. Did they say where they were going?
Maybe, but I couldn't figure out what they were talking about. The whole story didn't make any sense.
What's going on?
Ruby, sit down, would you?
What is it?
It's about, Laura.
Yes.
Why don't you sit down first?
So you are sure you don't want the furniture? Oh, certainly not.
And we're not keen on having to have it moved out.
Well, don't worry about that. This house will be empty when you move in.
You mean when the decorators move in? All these drab colors, they simply must go.
Leanne is fond of pink.
And orange. They go so well together.
Well, to each his own.
Darling, Beautiful House magazine ran a cover story on pink and orange. They're the new exciting colors of the 80s. Ah, where have you been?
Well, obviously, I've just been wallowing around in drab all these years. Well, hello. Looks like 3 monkeys.
3 monkeys?
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Well, I'm going to speak, Monica, and you're not going to like it.
Oh, please, Alan, let me do it. Now, all day long, I've been planning my speech.
All right, Father, you go ahead then.
Oswald, Leanne, get out of this house.
What? You folks aren't moving in here.
I don't understand. We bought this house.
Not for me, you didn't.
Alan, excuse me, this is my house. I can sell it if I want to.
I'm afraid not, my darling.
What are you talking about? You gave me this house.
And we bought it. We have a deal. Oswald, do something.
Calm down, dear. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Oh, yes, there certainly is.
Oh, please, Alan, not so quickly. Now, let them stew just a little bit longer.
What are you talking about? We're not going to stew about anything. I want to know what this nonsense is all about.
All right, my dear, you shall. Lee, go right ahead. Let them have it.
Well, Monica, I'm afraid you were given this house inter vivos.
Inter what dos?
Inter vivos. Living trust. Meaning you have the use of the house, Monica, but you don't gain legal title until Alan's death.
And as we can all see, Alan is still very much alive. Well, physically, anyway.
You can wipe that smirk off your face.
Oh, I can't, Monica. I've been waiting too long to use it.
You're forgetting something.
What's that?
My reaction. Because I'm beginning to wish you were dead.
Take your coat.
I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense.
Lesley, we have to accept it.
But how? But why? But how could you? There are too many questions that aren't even answered.
We have to have patience and strength. Come on, let's sit down.
I thought I heard voices. What's happened? I mean, Amy came home crying, but for the first time in her life, she won't tell me what's going on.
It's Laura.
Alice, we have reason to believe that Laura drowned. There was an accident at sea. A ship captain saw what looked like Laura going under the water. There was her pendant that was caught on a piece of floating wreckage.
Oh, my God. Are they sure?
They don't have any other explanation.
And Luke?
He knows. Did he try to call us here?
No, nobody's called. I had no idea.
Alice.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Rick says that we have to be strong because there are a lot of people that we have to tell. Be a lot of questions. We have to tell a lot of people.
Would you like me to call the hospital for you?
That would help.
Yes.
I'll do it from the kitchen.
Thank you, Alice. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get through this one step at a time.
Hey, what's going on here? Why are you guys crying?
Starting now.
Dr. Rick?
Mike, why don't you come sit down between us, all right? We have something that we have to tell you.
Afternoon, Miss Frumpkin.
Oh, Officer O'Rourke.
Bit early to be closing, isn't it?
Well, yes, I know, but I'm afraid it's necessary.
Sounds like you have some trouble.
Oh, not yet, but I've been warned.
About what?
Well, I received a telephone call saying someone wanted to kill the owner.
Is he in there?
The owner? No, but just to be on the safe side, I thought I'd better close up.
Do you need protection? I can get someone down here.
Oh, thank you, but I don't want to put you to any trouble.
Ma'am, if someone's made a death threat, you could be in serious danger.
That's just it. I don't know how serious it is. Besides, the threat wasn't against me, and I don't think it's necessary to involve the authorities just yet. I'd rather wait until my employer arrives and let him make that decision.
All right, but I'll keep a close watch on the shop just in case.
Thank you, officer.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Mike, you remember the day in the judge's office?
Yeah, sure. She was real neat.
That was the day that you became a member of this family. And remember she was telling you that certain responsibilities went with being a member of the family. Do you still remember what a responsibility is?
Isn't it when you do something even if you don't want to do it?
Well, that's at times, yes. That. But she was referring to the responsibilities of being a member of the family.
Do you remember that she said she wanted you to know that you had to share everything with us?
And sharing, Guy, means not just sharing the good times and the joys, but sharing also means the sharing of sorrows, sadness.
Do you understand what we're saying?
Laura's dead, isn't she?
Apparently. We're not positive, not 100%, but it looks like Laura drowned.
And she's with Grandma?
With your grandma.
Is it okay, Dr. Rick?
Yes, Mike, everything's gonna be just fine.
No, I mean, is it okay to cry now?
Of course it is.
Luke? Hey, Doc. How you doing, huh? Hey, how do I look? Great shape, huh? You ever seen such a specimen? Wow. Hey, they got the boxing room material. The boys are putting it up right now. It's all quality stuff. Really regulation, just
Johnny,
like you promised.
would you
Oh,
just...
man, I can't wait to get to this exhibition fight. Oh.
Johnny, slow down a minute, would you?
Yeah, I can't. Doc, I'm no loafing. I'm in training.
Johnny, just shut up and listen to me for 2 minutes.
What's wrong? What'd I say?
Nothing. You didn't say anything. I'm sorry.
Hey, come on, Doc. What is it? Did you find out something about my heart?
It has nothing to do with you, John. Nothing at all.
Yeah, well, you're wearing some sad news. I can see it all over you.
Apparently, Laura is dead. She drowned at sea.
Oh, man. Doc, I didn't know.
It's all right, Johnny.
Oh, yeah, and I come in here with...
It's all right. There's no way you could have known.
Well, I think we better cancel the fight.
No, absolutely not.
No, I really think we better cancel it.
Johnny, that fight means too many things to too many people, and I'm not going to let this change everybody else's plans, all right?
Rick, look, the whole town is...
The whole town is going to be there, Johnny. Please forgive me, but I want to see how Mike is taking this, all right?
Sure. I'll see myself out.
Johnny?
Yeah, Amy.
Have you heard?
Yeah, Rick just told me. I'm real sorry.
Do you think it'd be all right if you helped me?
Oh, sure, kid.
Well, nobody is going to be unaffected by it because everybody that knew Laura loved her.
Wish I knew where Luke was. Maybe he just wanted to be alone. I think I'd better go home. Sometimes he comes by Elm Street when he has nowhere else to go.
Fun, can I give you a lift?
No. The bus will be coming by, but thanks anyway.
So we'll let you know if we hear anything, okay?
Thanks, Rose. We'll get through this somehow.
Bet we will.
Thank you.
Honey, why don't you leave that and just sit down and join us?
No, I gotta keep working. It keeps my mind off it.
What are you thinking?
About death. It's times like this that you see how precious every moment is. And when you really love someone, how you ought to grab every moment with them you can. What's wrong?
Oh, I think you might know.
I wasn't fishing, Joe. I was just making a comment.
You were right.
What are you thinking about now?
About Paddy. When he died, I had the same feeling. I just empty, helpless feeling, wanting to be able to do something to help, but what can you do?
Well, it sounds like you. Always wanting to help.
Well, doing something beats doing nothing, and at least for me.
So I suppose Anne has asked you to help her.
For what?
Well, haven't you heard about what happened with Dr. Bradshaw? He made all kinds of accusations.
What kind of accusations?
Well, he said that Anne was negligent. I guess maybe she was too embarrassed and didn't tell you.
Did she admit to anything?
Oh, no, it was quite the opposite. She called Dr. Bradshaw a liar. And Steve Hardy suspended her.
Beautiful.
I know. I feel sorry for her, too.
I'm gonna call her.
Oh, wait a minute, would you? I just want you to stay here and hold me for a minute, okay? Joe. What would happen? I mean, if something like what happened to Laura happened to me.
Don't even say it.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but how would you feel?
I suppose that wherever Luke is and whatever he's doing, I'd be doing the same.
Now, Hester, I want you to calm down and tell me everything that happened.
I received a phone call.
You already told me that. A call from a man who said he was an old school friend.
But he wasn't. He was calling to warn you.
About what?
Someone who was coming to try and to...
Go on, try and what?
The man on the phone said a person who was going to try to kill you.
Who was the person on the phone?
He didn't say, but he had an accent. English, I think it was.
Could it have been Australian?
Oh, I suppose so. I'm not much with accents.
Robert Scorpio.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.